Hello, everyone.
Oh.
Welcome to Spark and Chaos, a journey of thought with Kyle and Leah. My name is Kyle Phillips, and with me, as always, is
Leah Clark. Hi.
Welcome, one and all, to Leah's makeup hour.
I was almost done, and then you started, and I just took me off guard, so I'm done.
Well, no, we're gonna do a little makeup tutorial with Leah.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's what we're doing to celebrate the
season finale.
Yeah.
Well, we're not done yet, so this is a halfway point.
Nice. This is all natural.
Yeah, you're a dude, and that's why you don't understand our plight.
Well, I my beard, I use beard shampoo, and then I have beard oil,
You have to stroke your beard every day?
Yeah, I have a beard brush.
You do? So you have to brush your beard?
Huh? Because here's the thing, if you didn't know, so there's this theory, in the 40s, 50s, honestly, any time before the year 2000, it was expected that men would shave, clean shaven, right?
Yeah.
Beards are kind of a newer, hipper thing. And so there's this theory that millennial men specifically and younger, when we get older, we're going to be super wrinkly because we don't exfoliate.
Oh,
So, to curb that, see, right? Makes sense.
Yeah.
So, to curb that, I've got this beard brush, and it exfoliates as I brush it.
I didn't even think of that. Wow. Yeah. So, imagine, how long it would take you if you had a beard that was, down to here.
To brush it?
And do all that with it.
I mean, I used to have a pretty long beard. Beard shampoo wouldn't be any longer.
Shampoo.
The oil, I'd have to use a lot of oil.
How long would it take?
Not long. I mean, because right now it's six drops, and then
you brush it. But what if you had to make it look all like that, all the way down to your stomach?
Well, I still have this. I don't really use it anymore, because I used to have a long beard, but I have a beard straightener.
Oh, really?
It's specifically for long beards.
For long curly beards. So what if you did that?
It would take a while.
Yeah, I got that on my head.
Probably still not as long as putting on makeup and doing girl hair.
And doing the beard on your head. That's what it's like.
Yeah, that would be.
It sucks.
It'd be intense.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool being a guy.
Yeah, you can just get up and
I can
shower
pee anywhere.
I love it.
But yeah, this is we just watched the finale. Very excited. And honestly, very excited for season 4. We've talked about it now a few times as we're kind of been nearing the end. Season 4 is going to be great. It's a lot of people's favorite season. The big three seem cool. Overhaul seems like a cool villain, and
I'm so excited.
We've been kind of in Happy Land now for a while, so it's going to be cool to go back into Darkland.
That's where it's at. That's where we all want to be.
Excited. But yes, in this episode, 1A is introduced to the Big Three.
Big three.
Rather than tell the class about their upcoming work studies, Mirio decides to show them what a work study can do by having them all fight him. Overhaul meets the League of Villains.
Overhaul.
Today we have the usual show and tell, listener voicemail, MHA Fantasy Results, and special segment to wrap up the season. We're bringing on the voice behind Mirio Togata,
Woo!
Ricco Fajardo.
Ricco Fajardo.
It's going to be a good one. Let's get it started.
Spark and Chaos! A journey of thought with Kyle and Leah.
Let's start this, as we always do, with a little show and tell.
All right, so I have, because, we're getting into it. She's coming back. There she is.
There she is. An unboxed. It's so weird to see them out of the box.
I know. I think that's why it's kind of cool, because you never see them like this. You never see them just out and about and proud. So maybe you don't even know, because you keep them all in the box.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like. There she is in the front. There she is in the back. She has a little twisty. She can go, knife.
So You guys, okay, so if you're listening, Leah has brought
Masked toga.
Masked Toga, number 787 Funko Pop, out of the box.
Full blown.
My question is, for like, especially if you're, I don't know if there's any really young listeners, but like, do you like play with your Funko Pops? Like, I feel like they're obviously very collectibles. That's like the main thing is people collect them, but I wonder if people are like, I'm Toga, I'm gonna get you.
They should. I would.
Because I don't know if I'd consider this like an action figure.
No, it's definitely not an action
But
figure.
it's not a doll, so it's just like a figure.
It's just a figure, and like it doesn't come with a stand, so I don't know what the intent is.
Oh, can she stand up?
She can she can stand up, but
okay.
It's kind of like
very top heavy.
She's very top heavy. She's not like it's not easy for her. It's kind of what it looks like when it stands up. But I'm standing her on my hand.
I feel bad for her mom.
Why?
Giving birth to like this giant headed creature.
I know, my God, can you imagine? I mean, damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's interesting to me that she's got this like band around her head. Like this.
I was gonna ask about that.
That's not a thing.
So that's her mask.
It's her mask band, but
she doesn't have that normally?
No. Like from what I can tell, the mask just kind of like comes up like this whole thing is the teeth thing, and it just like sits around her like a collar.
Yeah.
And then she just pulls a mask up, and it might strap, but I don't think it's like that big. Like this is like half the head full of strap.
Full of strap.
But anyway, so yeah, I just thought I'd pull it out of the box because I hardly ever see him, and she's cute, and like
that's awesome.
She's getting ready to come back.
That's
she's
great.
The best.
Got some villains coming up.
Yeah, them coming up. What's yours, Kyle Phillips?
This is called a fugly.
I'm sorry? What?
Someone gave this to me at Animate Raleigh. Unfortunately, he's supposed to have a diaper. I think it's in my suitcase and it just fell off.
It's a green fuzzy thing.
It's a green fuzzy thing, a little thing. He's like kind of star-shaped. The best part of the fugly is it looks like he has real human teeth.
Oh, God.
Feel
Ew.
him. Feel him.
He does. He looks like he has some of his baby teeth.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
Oh, my God. That is so weird. That's gross.
But I think there's a whole series of these guys called fuglies.
And they have teeth.
And they have real teeth. And I'll turn him around. He also has a butthole.
A buttonhole. Is it a button?
A buttonhole, yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's like a little button sewed up on his butt. It is a button. It's literally a button sewed on his baho. Yeah,
his baho. So I don't know if this is like, are there like a series of these guys, and someone gave me one of them, but he's called a fugly.
It's a fugly.
So if you're listening, just Google fugly, I guess. Green, I don't know, are they all like star-shaped like this? He's got like a little blonde tuft. He's got like Marco the Phoenix hair.
What inspired you to bring that to show and tell today?
Just because when the person gave it to me, the first thing I noticed was the teeth. I was like, are these like real human teeth?
So gross. And you just thought you'd bring it on here.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's weird. He kind of looks like Mirio. Oh, that was my other point. Is Mirio looks like a Funko Pop.
Yes.
So, yeah. Look at that. It's like, and his last name is Togata, which sounds like toga. Therefore, we have a toga Funko Pop.
Their Twitter handle is Maneater. I don't want to
Maneater?
say their real name, but they were very awesome. They came up to my table a whole bunch, and one of the times they gave me a fugly. So
that's cute. I like those. I'm gonna look them up.
Thank you. And so speaking of shows and tells, here he would hang out with Toga.
Yeah,
Toga
he would
not like him.
Oh no, they'd be buddies. Maybe.
This is we've been doing show and tell to kick off every episode for almost 3 seasons now.
Yeah.
We're gonna retire it.
We're retiring. No one's bringing us stuff, so.
It was just I had this realization. I was like, man, I realized that show and tell. We love the idea of like, hey, this is a cool gift that we got from a con someone gave us. Mm-hmm. We want to show it off. However, it's only a visual medium. So for the people that are listening, they're probably just sitting there going, cool, I wish I could see this thing. It's like, well, maybe we should retire it. And I think what we're going to do, we decided, we're going to make it like the listener voicemails, VA shout outs, stuff like that. It'll be in a regular segment. Like if we both go to a con and it's like, oh my God, we got this super cool thing, I want to show it off, then we'll bring back show and tell for an episode. But it won't be an every episode thing. So if you've been listening this whole time, you might have just cheered, or maybe you're super disappointed. I don't know. Let us know. We're, every season we like to change things up. So if you're like, no, please keep it, like maybe we'll bring it back for a regular segment in season 5. But or maybe let us know. You're like, yes, please. I've been wanting to tell you guys I hate show and tell.
Because it's stupid. We just forward through it.
We just fast forward. Yeah, is that the most fast forwarded part?
Is it?
I don't know.
You can tell. Let
us know. But we do appreciate it. And if you like, the new thing is if you want to send us something to the studio to show on the show, that'd be cool. You can send it to Lucky Hat Studios, 1165 South Stemmons Freeway, hashtag 204, parentheses, inside Lakeland Plaza office building, Louisville, Texas, 75067. All right, let's talk about the show. So, picks up right where the last episode leaves off. The big three walking in.
Oh my gosh, man, Mirio.
Mirio walks like, remember when Jim Halpert in the office is talking about the bed bugs? He's all cocky, walks like this. That's how Mirio walks. And so everyone's real stoked because I think everyone knows who they are. Because, they're kind of the most famous students at the school.
They're the big three.
They're the big three. And of course they're all talking about it, and they're like, wow, it's the big three. And immediately Mineta clocks Nejire as a hot chick. And he's like, eyes, boobs.
Look at him. He's still funny.
He's still funny. Mineta had some funny lines in this app.
He did.
Because, Tamaki is the first one to talk, kinda. And he tries to imagine them all as potatoes to get over his stage fright, and it just doesn't work. So then Nejire takes over, and she's jumping. She's like, "What are those? What are those?"
She was funny. I like her.
She was funny. It reminded me of my children, and this is how all children are. Like, those are some of my favorite memes when it's like, when your child wants to see if you also notice the person with only one hand, and they're just like, because children have no shame. Yeah,
they're just like open.
They don't care. Or it's not that they don't care. They're just like, I'm curious. What is this thing, Mom and Dad?
They're not judging. They're just like genuinely want to know. Why not?
Man, the most awkward version of that I experienced, we were at Cece's.
Uh-huh.
I'm sitting on this side of the table with the baby.
Okay.
My two oldest are on that side looking this way. And they're both like, and they just start pointing. And they go, her butt is so big. And I'm like,
stop.
Oh my God. And I'm like, God, what are you doing? And so I kind of, it was a larger lady. She did have a very large behind. So we had to learn a lesson that day. I don't think she heard, luckily, but I was like, girls, if you notice something, I'm not going to say it's wrong to notice something, but it's rude to point and loudly. Yeah. So I was like, if you just got to make me aware of something, just come over and whisper in my ear. And they're like, okay.
Aww.
But yeah, man, my heart dropped. I was like, if that lady heard.
Oh my God.
So that was my version of that. But that's what Nejire does. She just runs around. She's like, where'd you get that scar? To Todoroki. He's like, that's none of your business. And she's like, asked about Ashido's horns. I'm surprised she didn't talk to Tokoyami. Like, why are you a bird?
Yeah, what, is this your real head?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Oh, she asked about
the mask.
Shoji's mask.
Are you sick?
Are you sick? But the best was she was like, are those balls your hair or are they something else? And he's like, she wants to know about my balls.
She wants to know about my balls. That's great.
What does he say? He says something like...
She asked about my balls.
He says oh yeah, she can come up to me personally and find out more about my ball. Mineta had some good moments. It was pretty funny.
He was funny. And I think the thing about Mineta is the way that character is played is it's so over the top that for me it doesn't hit as disturbing. Mm-hmm. I'm not like, ew, gross. Because he doesn't seem like a genuine... he seems honestly like innocent and like just, hormonal pervy boy.
Yeah,
with no filter.
Especially like I can easily put myself in that situation where he's a freshman in high school. Here comes a hot senior. Like he's not going to be like, "Hello." He's going to be like, "Holy shit, this chick's hot."
Exactly.
So it was right in
was
there.
funny.
It was funny. It was great. But yeah, so Nejire kind of just a little off the wall, and then Aizawa is like, I said briefly or whatever. And so Mirio's like, okay, I got it. And I don't remember what his call was, but he's like, what are we going to do?
Oh, yeah.
It was just silent. And then, or what are we going to be? Because then Denki says, gonna be what? Just into the silence. And Mirio is sad that his call and response failed. That was good. But then I think it's Sato. It's like, why are they so weird? Because they are.
What's wrong with them?
Yeah, what's wrong with them? They are pretty weird, but they're funny. I do like the big three.
I like them too.
And like, said a couple times now, but I know Mirio is a big, heavily featured character in season 4, but I hope the other two are as well.
Yeah, me too.
Because I know people love Nejire, and they love Tamaki, so they've got to do something.
They gotta do something. I mean, they're good characters. I feel like watching that, I was like, oh, I can see why people like her. Like, even if she's not in it a lot, I mean, she's still... It's like, oh, yay, Nejire's here.
Yeah. She's got a cool character design, too. And I have seen her, hero outfit. Have you seen her hero outfit?
No.
Lots of, her hair is like lavender almost, like a light lavender. Yeah. So her hero costume, it's like blues and lavenders, and she, shoots these, circles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I just know because of the games.
Oh, so she's got a cool design, too.
Yeah, she's got a cool design. Honestly, Mirio's fun and funny. His design just feels a little kind of par for the course a little bit.
It's weird, yeah.
Or his hero costume. Yes, he is weirdly designed.
He doesn't have a hero costume. He's naked.
Well, no, he does. He does have a hero costume.
Oh, he does.
Yeah, he kind of just. It's like All Might almost. He just kind of looks like Superman. And then Tamaki has a robe, and he looks pretty cool. But yeah, I'm excited for the big three. They're going to be great. And so they're basically there. The whole point that the big three are there is to talk about work studies.
Yeah.
And so what they're trying to do this whole time with the three of them is kind of explain why they're good, what to expect, and how it helped them. And so then Mirio's like, I know, I can, rather than tell you, I'll show you how work studies helped by having all of 1A fight me.
Wait, whoa, you're not expecting that?
Okay. And so before we get into the gym and them fighting, let's do a little segment, a little listener voicemail. All right, so end of season 2, or in between season 2 and 3, we put out a TikTok and said, hey, give us a call. We got an idea for a fun segment. You guys are going to call in, leave us a voicemail. It could be a confession, fun fact, questions, whatever, and then we're going to react to it and talk about it, answer the questions or whatever. And so just like, show and tell, we're going to not do this segment in a regular way for season 4. However, keep calling. If we get a fun voicemail that we really want to talk about or whatever, we'll make it a segment for a future episode. It'll just be in a regular segment. Yeah, you can call Lucky Hat Studios. That number is 214-513-0072.
James Bond 2.
James Bond 2. The sequel, Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo!
Here is the voicemail for this episode.
Hi, this is your editor.
Hi, Craig.
Fun question for
Craig
both
Lulz.
of you. Who do you think curses the most throughout the entire podcast, and what do you think the number is? Yes, I am making this a little quick thing so I can display it on the screen. Deal with it.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Okay.
What?
Who curses the most? So I assume that's going to be...
The entire, from 1 till now, or
I think
this
so.
season?
Oh. Ooh.
Or per ep?
I'm going to guess the season, because he wouldn't have gone back, and he probably started tracking it from episode 1 of this season.
Oh my god.
So season 3. And it's going to be censored words, so not damn or ass. It'll be
Oh no.
Who's and more?
Me or
you? You?
Are you kidding?
I think so. I agree.
Why is he counting? I mean, I already feel bad.
No, it's fine. It gives a reason to have an uncensored version. It gives Patreon an extra bonus. So thank you, Leah.
$5 worth.
So Craig.
And what's the number?
Yeah, you put it up on the screen here. We both think it's Leah, and then the number. I mean, okay, so 25 eps.
How many do I drop per ep?
Let's say 10. No, 5 per ep. 5 per ep.
Yeah, probably 5.
So 125.
Oh my god.
And so let's say 100 for me.
100 for you? No. I feel like you are like 75.
75? Okay. So 125, 75. So then we'll just, if it is the whole show so far, then we'll just apply it to, so 250, 150, and then season 1 was half. So, what did I say, 250? So, 325, 180-ish?
That sounds good.
Okay, those are the numbers.
Damn.
That's a funny one, Craig. I'm excited to know what the number is. Well, I'll have to look back when I'm doing reviews.
I already feel bad.
Why?
Because I don't want to be dropping the bombs. Sometimes they just come out, and then I always feel like, oh man.
No, it's good. The people, I'm guessing the people love it. Because especially for me,
is it bleeped though? Like when they listen to it?
Yeah,
so, okay.
Yeah, it's bleeped. Because on stream, from the get-go, I was like, I got to make sure this is PG-13 because that's my hero audience. It's going to be my main audience is my hero. So I keep like my streams and public persona very
PG-13.
Very PG-13.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not a profane fellow. But when we're talking casually, it'll come out, of course.
And that's the thing is, like, I don't feel like I'm profane either, but if I'm sitting here, like, talking for, like, an hour straight to one person about the same subject, it's going to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably more than normal life.
Yeah. So, don't feel bad at all. It's fine. They love it.
No, they
Comment
don't.
down below. Do you love it when Leah curses 125 times in the season?
I don't mean to. I really don't.
That was great. It was great. I'm excited to look back and see what the number is.
Me too.
We'll see who's right. All right. And thank you, Craig, by the way. Craig, guys, killing it, editing the podcast. We love Craig. Appreciate you, brah. All right. Let's talk about the fight in the gym. So we cut to the gym, and he's like, all right, so yeah, just come at me, full blast. I'm going to show you what a work study can do, which by the end of it in the pre-watch, we were like, this is weird, because he eventually, skipping ahead a little bit, he talks about it, but it's just so odd. It feels like he just wanted to beat the out of these freshmen, because it seems odd to be like, because they have no basis of like where he was at the before he did a work study. Mm-hmm. So he's basically just like, here's the final result. And they're like, well, were you absolutely useless and then you did your work study and now you're badass? Or were you like basically there and the work study gave you that extra push? So that's the only thing that's weird about this whole thing. And it really seems like they just want to show how cool Mirio is.
Yeah, and it's funny because it seems like if he was like a more Bakugo-ish character, like I could see it being like, haha, I'm gonna like slay these frosh and but he's like just like this happy-go-lucky guy, so it's really just like, hey, wouldn't that be fun? You guys get to fight me.
Yeah, it definitely feels like, okay, I just read Song of Achilles and I watched the movie Troy. I just really got into some Greek stuff recently. For those who've read Song of Achilles, Mirio feels like Achilles in that book, because Achilles is the greatest Greek, right? The best fighter of all time. But he's just like, he's not cocky, but he's like, yeah, I'm the most skilled fighter. But he's, in a way, he's just like, yeah, that's my thing. But you don't feel any like egotism or anything. Yeah. I get that from Mirio too. He's like, yeah, I've worked really hard and these are my skills. Let me show you my skills. Beats the crap out of him. He's like, yeah, so let's talk about what just happened. It's very, none of them are mad at him at the end of it. But yeah, so he's like, all right, let's go. And they're all like, okay, here's the plan. And he immediately gets naked.
And it's like, what? Why?
And so we
Very
learn...
shocking.
Very shocking. And it's because, over the course of this fight, we learn about his quirk and he talks about it. Permeation means he can pass through anything. And so, when he activates his quirk, he's passing through his clothes. So this is a fun... it's like the whole Hulk situation, when Bruce Banner... Bruce Banner? That's the
Bruce
Hulk.
Wayne.
No, that's Batman.
Oh.
Dr. Banner. When he goes to the Hulk, all of his clothes rip off except for his shorts. And so it's like, what are those shorts made out of? Why are... He should just be naked.
Right. That's true.
So I like that in My Hero. Like, I feel like they could have been like, his clothes are made of a special thing that it doesn't do that. But no, they were like, no, his clothes would fall off. So it led to some hilarity.
And some awkwardness.
Yeah, Jiro, I think, is the first victim of his dong.
Oh, my gosh.
Because he's like, I'm going to attack you, and he's just naked.
I don't know how that would go down, like, in real life, if somebody was just, like, in the nude, like, flying around fighting you. Like a dude.
So what's interesting here, in America, like, Jiro's parents could be like, hey, so in your class, she was exposed to someone's penis? We're suing the school.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Aizawa was like, this is cool.
Like, how did he let those guys in there? Who knows? Because it's Mirio. It's the big three.
But essentially, I mean, it's the biggest chunk of the episode, but essentially just Mirio fights all of 1A.
And that's it?
Yeah, he's just kind of, because, and he
ties him up.
He's dropping into the ground, pops up, surprise attack, drops back down. There was some cool shots where I think Deku's the first one to, like, attack him, and his foot goes through his head, and so Mirio's talking to him this way, and he's like, you were going for that attack, and all of a sudden all these beams and stuff shoot through his head, but he, like, doesn't react at all, but he had activated his quirk, so that was pretty funny. And so he's like, let me take out the ranged fighters first. Boom, takes them all out, including Denki.
Poor Denki.
Who Denki could have just been like...
Didn't you lose points then?
Well, he wasn't. No one got knocked out. They weren't unconscious.
I think it just means if you lose, but whatever.
I wish Denki, honestly, would do what Deku does. So Deku's whole thing is he activates One for All and just kind of is vibrating with his quirk. Denki could do the same thing. He could just be vibrating with electricity. And so when Mirio... So his whole thing is he permeates, and then basically right before he makes contact, turns his quirk off so that his punch lands. So Denki could just be like, I have electricity activated all the time, so when Mirio makes contact, he gets electrocuted.
Oh, snap.
So Denki could handle Mirio, no problem.
He could, but he just doesn't.
He's just a silly goofball. It's fine.
He's just there for the ride.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't have a bigger reaction to... so Mirio takes out all the ranged fighters, and he starts taking out the close combat guys, and Deku kind of figures out, he's like, okay, I know what he's doing. Like, he's gonna pop up and get us from behind, so we just gotta, like, get ready for him. And so he goes to attack him. He's like, oh, good job, but he still permeates, and he goes, time for my ultimate move, blinder touch eyeball. And he, like, pushes his finger through his eyes.
Yeah, that was gross. Because I can't do eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's like my least favorite.
I know, so I'm surprised you didn't react a little more.
I blocked it out.
You just blacked out for that second.
I did. I can't handle it.
And so then Mirio ends up taking everyone out. And it was the whole thing.
It was great.
It was great. And so everyone's all, like, passed on the ground. Oh, and this we get to hear Mirio's big catchphrase. I've heard Ricco yell it a bunch at cons and stuff.
Power?
Power!
That makes sense now. I've heard him say that all the time. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's his thing.
Power.
And then he beats them all up, puts his clothes back on, and then he has two important speeches.
Back to back.
Man, I wonder. I mean, what? Was this like a 4-hour episode for Ricco?
Oh, to record?
Yeah.
Probably.
Something like that?
Oh, God, at least.
This is a ton of dialogue.
Because it was like, flappy over not flaps.
Mm-hmm. While he's fighting.
That's a lot of work.
That was a lot of work. Like, this might have been 5 hours, something like that.
We could ask it.
We could. Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet. But yeah, and so then he puts his clothes back on, and so yeah, then he has these 2 speeches where basically the first speech is him explaining his quirk. And so at first I was like, why is he explaining his quirk? What does this have to do with work studies? And so the whole point of this is like, so while they're fighting and they're trying to figure it out, they're like, man, he lucked out. What a great quirk. And Tamaki's like, no, he didn't luck out. And then, I almost said Ricco, Mirio explains basically his quirk was a detriment to him for most of his life. Because like, yeah, he like can permeate parts of his body and he would fall through and then forget to turn it off. Like it was a hard quirk to learn, but now that he's like really mastered it, it is like the most badass quirk you can have.
It's like the standard car, like the stick shift. Like it's probably like really hard to learn, but like once you do, like you have like ultimate control and you feel a little bit smoother with it.
What an apt analogy.
Look at that. He's a stick shift.
He's a stick shift. Well, and they see his stick shift.
Oh my lord.
So he was talking about, and I think I missed this part, but I was curious, like if he were to turn his, like if he's underground or in a wall, if he turns his quirk off, he would just die immediately. But unless I misunderstood, what actually happens is he was like, yeah, it's like physics, like matter can't exist in the same space or whatever. So he just pops out. So I guess what he was doing was running, turns on his quirk, so he falls through the floor, and then turns it back on, and so he's shot back out. So I guess that's what's going on.
Yeah, he's got to learn how to like breathe and like control that.
Yeah, so yeah, he said he can't breathe, see, or hear.
Oh, wow. I forgot. I didn't get the see.
Yeah, he can't. So he's just got to like predict and like learn, okay, my trajectory when I pop back up will put me right behind him. And so
he's like real good at physics. He has to be.
Yeah, he's probably like taking all the AP physics classes.
Yeah, that's what you got to do to get that quirk. That's probably what,
Yeah. But it was funny because when he was talking about like, yeah, if I turn my quirk off when I'm like in a wall or something, I just pop out. And so Mina has the great line. She says, oh, like a buggy video game. Like, yeah, that kind of is.
A buggy video game.
And so he's talking about like, you know, it seems like he's just like, I stepped through this wall. And he's like, no, I have to permeate my whole body except for one leg, walk through the wall, unpermeate that leg, then permeate the first leg, and then go through. So it's not just like, I stepped through the wall. It's quirk on, off, on, back on, then off. And
it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And yeah, Denki says, yeah, I'd mess it up too. You know, like, damn, like that is some mastering. Like I would probably not. I don't have the drive and motivation to like, I'm going to make this quirk the best quirk in the world. I'd be like, yeah, I'll use it sometimes.
Yeah, eventually.
It would be useful, and then you'd just be naked.
Yeah, and you're just like walking around in the nude. You gotta be. I guess that's why you look so buff. Like if you're like, oh, my quirk does this, then you're. You're in the gym all the time because...
Yeah, you can't be a schlubby guy. It's like, if I'm going to be naked, I want people to at least be like, oh, okay.
At least feel good about it.
Yeah.
You know? You don't want to be self-conscious every time you use your quirk.
Yeah.
So... That's why he's buff, guys.
That's true.
Not because of the power punching thing.
And then they leave the gym. And so before we... And that's kind of it for the big three in this episode. So before we leave the big three behind... Let's do a segment. Very excited to have the one, the only, Mr. Ricco Fajardo on the podcast. All right, so we just watched. We got the episode. We're talking about the episode where Mirio is just explaining his quirk, talking about work studies and all that fun stuff. So of course, I thought it'd be really fun to bring in the voice of Mirio, the one, the only, Ricco Fajardo.
Ricco Fajardo.
What's up, everybody? How's it going?
Oh, yeah. So yeah, we were just talking about how My Hero's been around for 10 years. We just wrapped it, and people are still discovering it though. But we've already said bye to these characters and that fun stuff. So what was your experience like with Mirio, where you came in almost halfway through the show?
Dude, season 3, season 4, and at the end of season 3, it was just him being like, what's up? It's his face. Yeah. Which, at that point, I believe, if I'm recalling correctly, you guys got to keep me honest, because you've been on board since the beginning, but there's a sequence where they're like, there's a traitor in Class 1A.
We're not there yet. We're not there yet.
Oh, Should you bleep that out? Will you bleep that out
Well,
right now?
we know there's a
Yes.
traitor, but we haven't like gotten into it.
Okay, well, there's a storyline in the future involving someone who might be a bad guy, and I thought, based on Mirio's quirk, he's got to be the bad guy.
Oh, because you're
Ultimate like spy, which is, that's how I was gonna actually side story. I was gonna go to the military to be a spy, but like
Wait,
I was
you were
yeah.
like in your life.
Real life, IRL. But yeah, so I was like, there's it's a whole nother podcast.
I was gonna say you just dropped this on, and now you want to talk about Mirio.
Well, it's more. We're just here, you guys. We're just here. But yeah, it was really exciting. But then I also had that fear inside of me when Colleen's like, "You're this guy." I'm like, "Is he bad?" Because he's so good.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it bluff? Is he so good that he's like pretending to be good? Because that's gonna piss me off.
Well, so similarly,
That's true.
I've never heard of the Mirio traitor theory, but I've definitely heard of the Denki traitor theory.
Heard that too. I
Yeah.
recently heard that. I didn't know that existed.
I was so excited. So, have you ever seen the concept art for Denki?
I believe so.
So he looks like a villain. And so I think that kind of drove the theory where people were like, oh, he initially wanted him to be the villain. So the idea was like when he goes dumb Denki, like it's just an act.
Oh.
And so he's
I'm
actually
out
a
of
villain.
power. Sorry, guys. So he's like throwing.
Yeah.
Ooh, what a bee. What a bee.
But that's not the case. Not the case. He's not the traitor.
He's a
So I do know that we won't.
good guy.
So Leah doesn't know who the traitor is.
I didn't even know there was a traitor.
So I know.
Well, I guess that makes sense. It
Is there a
tracks for-
traitor?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
don't
In
say.
the-
Don't
in
say.
1A?
Yeah.
There's a traitor.
There is. There's an actual person who has been since the beginning, and if you
Stop.
if you rewatch the whole show, Horikoshi gives you little hints the whole time.
No way.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I know.
So you know who the traitor is.
I know who the traitor is. Yeah. So okay, wait. So
You guys, I know maybe if you're watching this you could see it, but I'm looking at both of them. I'm in the middle. I'm going.
Oh
So
my gosh, I
here's-
had no idea.
yeah. So here's the format of the podcast. So neither of us have actually seen My Hero,
All the way through.
but we're both in it.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen it all the way through.
You have?
Yeah.
Ricco Fajardo.
I have.
You're so good at that.
I mean, it's not all the time. Not for all the things that, like, we've worked on a bunch of different shows, but,
Yeah.
it's one of the ones when I started it and I got auditions, I remember being like, oh, this is exciting. Okay. Seems, shonen, the character I thought that I would have, like, matched great for, and I thought I gave a really banging read for was All Might.
Okay.
I still have it. I was like, dude, I crushed that audition. I rarely feel that. I rarely
Really?
feel like
Yeah.
I rocked it, and I was like, oh man, Chris. And but it is what it is, and so
Well, All Might's like 55. So.
dude, like the freaking United States, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
felt
yeah.
so good. Did you
Yeah.
read for him?
No, I didn't read for. I did Denki, Shigaraki, Bakugo, and Aoyama.
Oh, you've been a really fun Bakugo.
Oh God.
I should have done that. Can you imagine?
Do you like him, by the
Bakugo?
way? Yeah,
He's
as
my
a
l-
Ricco.
He is my least favorite My Hero
High five.
character.
Thank you.
High five.
Yeah,
High five.
literally.
He's the worst. Do you get why people like him? Because we don't.
So I've been trying to figure it out over the years, and it's because what it looks like is people who see themselves, like in any character in My Hero, in Bakugo, they see this kind of like, can I say like curse words?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, like he's like snot-nosed kid who like who thinks he's hot. And no pun intended, but like he quite literally, it's the way when we see it through Midoriya's eyes that kind of that hurts for me. I'm like, you don't need to treat your friends like that. Like to lift yourself up, you're gonna push someone else down. Villains do that.
Yes.
But that said, it seems like all of the fans that I've met at the table are like, he's my favorite because of the journey he goes through. It's not because who he's at.
Where's he going?
I agree. I'm on board with you already.
That is amazing. You just broke so many hearts, though.
No, dude.
No, they're already broken.
I say it to Cliff's face. Like, I love Cliff, and I'm like, dude, he's my least favorite character just because he's like, to me, you just don't have to be like that.
Yeah.
You don't.
But some people, I guess, in life, because all walks of life, right? Some people do feel like they need to be filled with that bluff, and his quirk is sweat.
Yeah.
He's a sweaty boy.
Yeah.
He's not he's not actually really powerful and confident.
Oh.
He's not. He's not without his sweat.
Mm-hmm.
If he's not under duress and pressure, he's worthless.
Oh.
So he's that kind of person that creates it. He artifacts it. And that's why when he calms down, you could say like maybe like his sweat becomes pure and I don't know. I don't know. But like, yeah, man, it's the Horikoshi is really intentional with his quirks for all the characters. And for Bakugo, I think it is when we play games, you guys, and we say someone's sweaty, Bakugo's a sweaty boy.
Yes.
Damn.
So we from day one, have you seen any of the popularity polls?
Of course. Yeah.
So Bakugo was 6th highest on the first one, which corresponds with the first season. The second season and beyond, he's number 1.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So what we've been asking, it's like, okay, I get the whole his journey. People like, and everyone has been commenting like, you just gotta wait his journey. Like he has his
journey,
redemption.
guys.
Maybe come season 6. It's like, but he was number 1 from season 2.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you people like him from season 2? That's been our whole thing this whole time. Like clips and all this, and everyone's just like, he's the best.
His character design, Horikoshi gives him a lot of love.
He does look cool.
Midoriya, well, and again, the story is through Midoriya's eyes, and that's his best friend. So, like, you have to understand, like, there's a lot in favor of Bakugo. Even when he's at his absolute most, he's still, like, cool. I can see it. If I put away, like, my art, like, preference, I can see why people would find themselves attracted to a character like Bakugo. And then on top of that, you really want him to kick butt, right?
Yeah.
So, again, no spoilers for the rest of the show, but, like, they play with your hearts.
Yeah.
You know how it is, you guys. When there's a character, a fan favorite, you're like, oh, this guy's dying. Like, I have a character in Freeman. I think for sure that character's going to die.
Okay, but wait. Now, hold on. Everyone's rolling their eyes right now because we trash Bakugo, and we don't mean to, but it happens a lot. And so we're bringing Ricco
trashing
on
for trash sake. It's just like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
like, I
literally.
want to.
Mirio's one of his first lines. Trash, am I right? He was referring to Bakugo. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding.
But
Exactly.
we brought you on to talk about the almost polar opposite of Bakugo, Mirio. And so you said you thought you crushed that All Might audition, and so I can see Colleen being like, I need someone who's a little older. Mirio's basically just All Might, a little younger.
And that's
Baby
what I
All
think.
Might.
That's what made sense for it.
And you sound great, by the way.
Yeah.
Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
Doing a great job. I love it.
It was one of those ones I recorded it. I tell all the beginning actors this because they're, we were just talking about gear earlier, guys, and Kyle's you could tell he's an audiophile. He's got all the different microphones, and I'm like, man, I recorded my audition for Mirio on my phone in a pillow fort.
No, you did not.
I did. But Colleen texted me. She's like, I need your read, like, now for this. And I was like, on vacation. I'm like, okay. So I made a pillow fort, and I read for both Overhaul and Mirio. And then there's like a third, I think it was one of the Shie Saikai. She was, okay, I want you to read again for the villain, and again for the hero. No character art. It was just like the lines or the names for that matter, which I thought was interesting. But I was reading for Overhaul and Mirio. And so after I finished, like later that night, I was like, man, that'd be really cool if I got cast in something. And then she was like, yep, you're this character. You probably want to start reading up on it. And what is it? Matt Shipman, he plays Inasa in class 2B? To be or not to be?
No, he's in another school.
He's in another school?
Yeah.
Well, I feel
Shiketsu.
Shiketsu. You know the scene. Look, you guys know. I don't know nothing.
We just finished that one.
Okay, well, perfect. He is was on the lookout for who was going to be cast as character, and when I told him, I was like, yeah, I got cast as Mirio. He went, dude, that's the best character in the whole show. And I was like, no way. I was like, and I didn't know anything about this character because, I'm sure you guys have been in this position. Like, you don't know everything about the show.
Yeah.
But you're like, I'm just going to do my damnedest, right? Yeah, I was like, okay, well, thanks for putting that on there for me, but I'm just gonna keep swinging. But apparently, yeah, dude. After all the show has gone through, it's been a lovely journey with Mirio.
And so is he? So I know, even though I've never seen the show front to back, season 4, a lot of Mirio. But then does he he takes a back seat after that for a little while? And I know he comes back at the end.
He does, and this is without spoiling anything. He's a very powerful character, and Horikoshi, when interviewed about My Hero Academia, he was asked, this is finish the show, like, do you have any regrets about My Hero? And he goes, just one, Mirio Togata. And they were like, why? And he goes, after I wrote him, I realized I'd made someone better than the main character.
Oh.
Horikoshi said this. Yeah, and he's like, in the way that, and if you guys are watching the show, you obviously know, like, Midoriya's support system is his mother. He gets All Might, eat my hair, right? All this stuff. Like, it's a very complex way by which this kiddo is making his way into achieving his dreams. Mirio, on the other hand, if you've watched the show, seems to be just couched by amazing people who care for him and has the ultimate support system. Unlike, say, a lot of the villains who have to make their own support system with each other, right? Mirio, even though his quirk is a metaphor for clinical depression, he literally is like, the big three: Amajiki, social anxiety; Nejire Hado, ADHD; Mirio, depression.
How is he depression?
When he falls into the ground, he goes, I can't hear, I can't see, I can't breathe. I feel like I could fall forever. If you Google that, it says clinical depression. feel the feeling of falling. He has cuts all over his
God.
arms.
He does?
Self-harm, right? He's trying to master his quirk. When it messes with him, it cuts him. Oh, dude, and he's the happiest guy in the room, like most politically depressed people.
Yes.
He's quite literally the most optimistic person.
Oh my god! Wait, what was Nejire's?
ADHD.
ADHD. Oh yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
And wave motion is an energy that spirals out like ADHD, right? And actually, the most powerful of them is Amajiki, social anxiety, which becomes this bubbling manifest that just explodes out, which is so cool. Horikoshi's very on purpose with his quirks, but all that said,
pretty dope.
Dude, when I discovered that about Mirio, that observation, I was like, oh man, there's a reason why he's written the way he is and why he plays the role he does throughout the whole show. And again, I'm doing my best because I know you guys haven't seen all of it, but he plays, when he does show up, it's very, very high impact. And a lot of fans are like, but he's so cool. We want all these, you could have done some amazing fights and all this. I'm like, true. But this is Midoriya's story.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
There's a really cool animation online of like these little chibi cat versions of all of them, and they had this. It was like the Shiehei Saikai Mirio versus Overhaul, and this fan animated version had Midoriya and Meowdoria and Meowrio fighting.
Stop.
Fighting
That's
Overhaul.
Cute.
Dude, it was really cute. But what was dope about it was that they did things like as combos that I wish they did in the show. Midoriya throws a punch, and Mirio goes through it and punches through it. It's like shadow boxing all of Mirio's moves.
Ooh.
He's just permeating through him, but like
So it's like a double hit.
Double hit, dude.
Oh my
it was
God.
sick. And I was like, I sure hope they do this in the show. Anyway, no spoilers, but it's a thing where a lot of fans, I think, felt that Mirio was underutilized. But I got to tell you, once you see his trajectory and what he means to everything, to like everyone, it really does serve the story in a broader way. Obviously, I wish I could have seen it.
I know,
but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
what it
Yeah,
is.
no, that's really interesting about So we were just introduced to the big three, and immediately we liked them. So they seem real
That's
fun.
what made me doubt him. I was like, he's too good.
He's too good.
Something's
He's
up.
too good.
Something's up with this guy.
But yeah, we had Aaron on a few episodes back, but because it was Tamaki's birthday when the episode was coming out.
Oh, yay.
But we hadn't met Tamaki yet,
Son
so he was having to do the same thing where he's like, well, I don't want to reveal too much, but it's so fun, like playing the games and like recording around it. I've got my preconceived notions or whatever, but
course.
There's so much about these characters I didn't know. Like I knew that like Mirio gets naked because he can like go invisible, but
I didn't even know he got naked. That shocked me.
It's his another thing for like depression. It feels like you're exposed. Like everyone can see you. All your flaws are everything. Like you have nothing to hide.
So now is this a very known comparison or metaphor, or is this like just your apt analysis?
It was a discovery I had when a little kid came up to my table and told me, I hate Mirio and Eri. And I was like, little kid asked me this, or said this, and I was like, that's what I said. And they were like, Eri's stupid because she doesn't run away. Like, she's being abused and clearly she needs to run. And Mirio's dumb because no one's that nice. And I was like, okay, let me think about this. And I like, because usually it's the quirks, right? It's the powers. You think about all the heroes that we love and enjoy, and like, great power comes great responsibility, but Horikoshi is very purposeful. And I have to go back for a second to Bakugo because it's like, because we get so much heat. I didn't realize this is one of the few times in my life I've been sitting next to people who feel the same way I do about this character.
Yeah.
But it's true. Like they all have their advantages and disadvantages, and Bakugo, like he is like. I don't use the word cringe, but like he is like he cares so much. He does have a lot of desire to want to be good, and it manifests in sometimes really like mean ways. Which like in a world where we have powers, why do that? Why be a piece of a POS when you could be, not that? But anyway, I'm just I kind of want to like heal the wound for all the Baka guy out there.
We did say like you're saying. Anger is the secondary emotion, so it's like that's always a mask. Like no one's actually like angry; they're something else, and then they mask it with anger.
Yeah.
So like what? Maybe that's a thing. I don't know.
I mean, it comes, and also again relating it to his quirk, where he feels more capable and strong when he is upset because he has that. He's filling the tanks, he's filling the reserves, and actually, I don't think we have a moment where Bakugo's ever like out of his napalm sweat. Like, but if he ever runs out, that would be an interesting thing. Where I don't know if you guys in life you've been so angry to the point where you're like, I'm tired of being angry. That would be an interesting Bakugo where he's like, I'm just
deflated.
I'm deflated because I'm out of juice. I'm literally, I have nothing left to give, which would be, we never see that, but I would have loved to have seen a version of Baco where his anger gets him nowhere. Because that would be truly his foil. Some villain maybe, or someone that like is able to just change his mood.
Or he just fights in a really cold environment.
And so his sweat freezes?
Yeah, his sweat freezes, dries up. He's like,
but he's got one of those like, what is it, main character, what do you call it? Plot armor. He's got the plot armor.
Yeah.
The sweat, don't you see? The sweat is able to.
Well, his gauntlets, they talked about his gauntlets in an earlier season where he can store sweat.
Correct, yes. Yeah. So I'm sure
so he's got a reserve.
Yes,
he's
sweat.
got a reserve. Well, you
so
mentioned Matt
gross.
Shimon.
He smells bad.
He does. He just always smells
Maybe
bad.
it's nice sweat. See, I'm trying to do something for y'all. Listen, you hear me trying to defend your boy out there, Bakugo fans. Maybe his sweat is nice, okay?
Yeah.
Maybe it is, and that's not like we want to dislike him. We're here to figure it out,
He's written the way he's written.
and that's fine. But it's like, why do y'all love that? I don't know. Do you feel like, you don't have to say anything about it since you've seen the whole thing, do you feel like there's a moment in the show ever that you're like, oh, I get him and I like him now?
Even in the moments of redemption for Bakugo, where, I think a lot of the fans were like, yes, this is our boy. I was like, too little, too late for me.
Damn it! See,
but we're never gonna like him.
But maybe not. Don't listen. Don't read into my stuff. Mine was just like, well, we're gonna get an episode in May, right? Called More, I think is what it is, and it's just a little glimpse into the future, which I think will be really telling. Man, this is so cool that you guys haven't seen it. Like, I wish I could watch it. I want to watch your reactions. Like,
oh, well, if you go to youtube.com/AskBarkett.
You mean I, too, can watch the reactions?
That's right, yeah.
Thank you for that plug. I teed it up and you just...
That was great. Well, no, speaking of plugs, I've been getting a lot of clips on TikTok and Instagram. You're in a... It's maybe a short movie. I've only seen the clips, but it's like a music-based fantasy movie. You've got like the white dots on your eyebrows.
Oh, you're talking about Jamingers. Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Which is I don't know if I need to bleep this part out, but it is I grew up in the time of Power Rangers, and Johnny Young Bosch is my Black Ranger. Zach was amazing and all that because he was our first, to me, Asian male like lead. That yes, he did martial arts. I'm talking to you, KG, out there, because KG Tang and I had a conversation about the big Asian elephant in the room, and that is Bruce Lee. Because it is literally by which if you were any part Asian and you're an actor, that was like the person who had made it in mainstream popular culture was Bruce Lee. He's the Asian man. So you either had to be ripped, no martial arts, and Johnny growing up, seeing him on Power Rangers was like, whoa, he's like a teen. Yes, he knows martial arts, but he's also very relatable and doesn't have to be, he's an American kid, which is awesome. Yeah. But all that said, Jamingers is inspired by that. I don't want to spoil too much about it because we only have a handful of eps out, but you guys should check it out. It is very exciting. I play a character named Maestro. Who is a Zordon-esque adjacent character. I'm not a floating head, though.
But so it's a series. Where can people watch it?
On YouTube currently, I believe. I think it might make its way elsewhere, so I don't want to sorry, producer, if I'm mixing this up. But yeah, just keep an eye out on socials. Jamingers, I know, has a social media presence as well all over the place, and I try to repost as often as I can.
We'll put them on the screen behind you.
Yeah, thanks for that, by the way. Yeah, we worked on that quite some time ago, and it's trying, we're literally doing a podcast, right? You guys know how challenging it can be to get people in the room to do a thing. Mm-hmm. And so it was quite an accomplishment to do, I think, what we did with the love of whatever Power Rangers you watched. I don't know which one you guys watched.
I just watched the original.
I don't think I watched, no.
No, that's okay.
It's it was on, my stepbrother at the time we used to watch it.
That's cool.
And I was,
But it was in the background.
Yeah, I know who they are.
Everyone has, and as a bit older now, we have different generations of Power Rangers, so you can judge you can tell almost what demographic of age the person is based on which Power Rangers.
Yeah. Man, I didn't realize how many there were. I did a show in Atlanta a handful of years ago called Ranger Stop and Pop. That, Catherine and Nakia run. And no.
Ashley?
Karen,
Ashley.
Yeah, I think it's Karen and Nakia run.
Yeah.
I was it was just a sea of Power Rangers. Whoa, I didn't realize. I thought there was a couple different versions. There's 10 or more. Ton of them.
Yeah, I didn't realize that either. That was just inherited.
Oh man, and it's like if I always mispronounce the word. Is it tokukatsu? Right, that's the like Ultraman sort of like style of like you have the masked warrior, and then it's like I mean it's a whole genre, and man, Power Rangers obviously like stateside took off like crazy, but the fact that it's still like far-reaching today really inspired a lot of my colleagues to make this original show called Jamagers, which is music based, and I don't want to spoil it. You guys should check it out. Just go check it out. We could use the clicks.
Oh hell yeah! Oh yeah, the clicks.
Click on
Need the
it.
clicks.
Go find some Jamagers.
Okay, where can people find you online?
Just Ricco Fajardo, Ricco Fajardo. On Instagram. That's like the main one I guess I'm on. I'm just kind of like tired of socials, you guys, so I apologize. However, I have been showing up on Twitch much to the pressure of my fans who are like, we want to see you play games, Ricco, even if it's like just because I don't know, I've just been sometimes you guys, maybe it's the depresso espresso that does hit all of us sometimes. I'm like, I just kind of want to retreat a little bit and play games, play Pacopia on Switch 2 by myself. But you know what? I think it's also fun to share that with community. So that's what I'm.
Got any cons coming out?
Yeah, where are you going?
Oh,
where can we meet you?
Let me see. Top of April, I'm in Boston, Anime Boston.
Oh, nice.
So my first time in Boston, Massachusetts.
Really? Ever?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, ever.
Wow.
The second week of April, I'll be at Pop Umai. That's in Southern California. We're gonna be doing some cool like live D&D thing apparently.
Ooh, that's fun.
Third week, I'll be in Vegas. My buddy David Matz for his birthday at the it's called David's Dream Factory. You guys, this is like a super secret party, but if you just want to crash it, you should. And say happy birthday to David because it's a bunch of circus friends who are just like
Circus friends.
Oh, dude. It's like super cool. It's really fun
amazing.
party. But anyway, I'll be out in Vegas. Just if you're in the area, holler at me. I'm just around. And then at the end of the month, April, I'll be the 25th. I'll be at Castle Point Anime in New Jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey.
Very cool.
So that's a pretty busy April. I went from like not a very busy March into like a April.
Yeah, my God. But appreciate you, man. Thanks for coming on. Let's get back to the show. There you go. Hope you enjoyed having some Ricco Fajardo on.
Ricco Fajardo. He's
love
so
Ricco.
fun. I know, he's so nice.
He's a nice guy.
He is Mirio. He's just...
I mean, I don't want to, and I've said this like on panels and stuff, I don't want to sound, or this could sound egotistical, but Colleen did such a good job casting the show.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like everyone is just like...
It was very well thought out.
Yeah.
Like, I've thought about that. Because, like, not just that, they sound good and she picked really good performers, but it was like, she, like, let everybody play to their strengths and, like, what they know, which is cool.
Yeah. And when he said he auditioned for All Might and he was like, I really nailed it. Like, I thought I would have got it. I was like, oh, I totally, in Colleen's brain, he might have been top 3, but was like, it just doesn't sound quite old enough. Because, we were both shocked when we learned that All Might is like at least 55.
Yeah.
So it's like, not that Ricco can't play an older guy, but Sabat was
Definitely
right in
has
that pocket.
yeah.
So easily when Mirio's coming up, she's like, oh, Ricco is so good and he's essentially All Might Jr., he could slide in that no problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, he sounds great. I'm excited for season 4.
Me too.
But okay, so the gym, the big 3 are leaving, and they're talking, they're like, yeah, you should have taken a little easier on him, and it's just like, what Ricco was saying, like, it's cool to see, because the big 3, before we watched this episode, I thought, that's just kind of what they were called, but I didn't realize they were like 3 close friends. And like Ricco was saying, it seems like they are like Mirio's support system, and like they are very different, but they're like, they work really well together. So it's going to be cool kind of seeing them kind of do their thing.
And that was my assumption was opposite. Like, I heard the big 3 and I saw the characters and I was like, oh, okay, they're just besties. Because I didn't know what big 3 meant. So I just thought they were like, oh, they're cute. They're little friends.
I just thought it was just like they were the top 3 students of
the
3A or whatever. And then we go back to the dorms and everyone's messing with Bakugo. They're like, here's my trash. Here's
Take
my
my
trash.
He's
like, oh.
Panda.
So this episode was so good. We'll trash Bakugo one last time because Bakugo was not in it.
Exactly.
Like, it was like,
there was
we got
no,
these
like,
cool...
confused rage.
Yeah.
It's like, why are you... Calm down.
Yeah. So it was... But then, he was popping up here at the end. And then I think we brought this up in the pre-watch the 6 girls of 1A are hanging out and talking. It's like, how is no one talking about Mirio's dong? Like, that would be the talk of the dorm. Like,
exactly. Like, holy
we saw
crap.
that dude's dick.
Well, we saw him naked.
Yeah.
Like, he was flying around naked.
I feel like the girls would be commenting on, like, hey, he's looking pretty good naked.
Or awkward. Like, why
or
don't...
awkward. Like, Jiro's like, yeah, I didn't want to see that. Like, that was weird. I wish I hadn't been exposed to that.
I wish I had been warned and
Yes.
asked ahead of time if I'm okay with that.
Or, yeah, like, honestly, in an American high school, it would be like, hey, they didn't know that he was going to do it. It was kind of a spur of the moment thing. But still, I feel like Mirio should come with like some kind
permission
of
slip.
Permission slip. Like, yeah, your child's gonna be interacting with this guy, really nice guy, like our star student. Here's the deal with this quirk.
He will be naked.
He will be naked.
He will be punching your child. There will be hands-on activity.
Yeah.
But he's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
Yeah.
And so then it's all about the work studies. So Deku's like, okay, I gotta start figuring this out. Let me call Gran Torino. And so he calls Gran Torino. He's like, hey, I did my internship with you. Can I do my work study with you? And he's like, bud, who are you?
This? New phone. Who this?
New phone. Who this?
And then Deku doesn't even respond. He just continues on.
Well, this joke has been going on for a while. He's like, oh, he knows who I am. He's just playing. And then Gran Torino's just like, all right, I know who you are. So Gran Torino points him in the direction of Sir Night-Eye, another character that I know of. I know he's in season 4.
I know who plays him.
I guess I'll save. They talk. There's 2 characters that talk. I'm gonna save them because they just have like a line. So I'm gonna save them for a future VA shout out. But yeah, so because it's all just kind of previewing.
Yeah.
So we get to see them, and so the purpose of seeing them briefly is Night-Eye's sidekick is like, hey, here's the deal. We've been investigating the League of Villains, or maybe not the League of Villains, maybe Overhaul. And they're like, Overhaul's made contact with the League of Villains. Uh-oh. So then we jump to the League of Villains.
And there they are.
So it's Twice, because the last episode, Twice saw Overhaul, and I guess he was like, this is a guy who would be good for the League. And so he's bringing him to, like, I guess their temporary hideout or their new hideout.
He's his recruit.
His recruit.
That's a good find.
Yeah. And so he brings him in. And so that kind of is like, all right, so we got the big 3. We're going to be seeing them. We got Overhaul maybe joining the League of Villains. We're going to be dealing with him. Setting up season 4. It's going to be a good one. I'm excited.
Me too. Let's do it.
And then we got the next time on, and basically the next time on is kind of more of a bonus scene, and it's just here everything we talked about. We're going to be interacting with this people next season, and then it says to be continued, and I think it says the 4th season.
The 4th season.
Or does it say season 4?
4th season.
4th season. Very excited.
Woohoo!
Well, there you go. That is That's season 3 finale. So we're going to wrap this season, or this episode, as we have this whole season, with some My Hero Fantasy Results. Beginning of the season, and then halfway through the season, we drafted teams, and then we get points based on what they do in the episode. So our teams are, I have Todoroki, Ochako, Denki, and Froppy. Leah has Kami/Toga, Mirio, Amajiki, and Overhaul. Blue team has Bakugo, Momo, Tokiyami, Mina. And red team has Nejire, Kirishima, Ida, and Ojiro. And blue and red team is the Fun for All fanatics of the Patreon split in half, so they can play with us. But yes, in this final ep, all those people who are on our roster showed up, so they all get 3 points. Mina used her quirk once when they were fighting Mirio.
Excellent.
No one else really does anything except for Mirio. He uses his quirk. It's hard to. How many? I gave him. He used his quirk 3 times.
You did?
Yeah.
I only did 2, so I'll just go ahead and add an extra 3.
There you go.
Thank you.
He used quirk 3 times. He had 2 important speeches. And then, of course, he won the fight when he took out all of 1A. So that's 10 points for.
It should be times however 1A people that he fought.
So you should get 200 points.
Yes.
Well, no,
all
because
of
the
them.
fight was him versus 1A.
So
He won the fight.
he won the fight,
Yeah.
but he fought against a bunch of 1As. Because he would have gotten the points if he just beat one person. Because that's still winning a fight.
How about this?
So
I'll give you a
times-
notable attack.
How much is the notable attack?
5 points. Because of
All
his eyeball.
On the high ball.
What does he say? Eyeball poking thing?
Yeah.
So I'll give you a notable attack for that.
Okay, so then I had 14, 4, 5, or 6, or 7, 8, 9. Okay, cool.
All right. So our points for this episode, I got 12. So did red team. Blue team 15. And I've got 48 for you.
I had 50 for me.
50.
Yeah. Once you added the high ball.
The highball.
The
5
eyeball,
points?
high ball, 5 ball, 5 points.
Where would the 2 points come from?
I don't know.
That's such an odd number.
Well, maybe I just counted wrong.
I'll give you 50. It doesn't matter because you're going to lose.
Just give me 50 points.
We've reached the end of the season. So our standing here, let me do fourth to first. Okay. In fourth, red team 166.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, red team.
Sorry, red team. Despite having on the power of 3 goose eggs, Leah in third, 207.
That's not bad.
Cracked into the 200s.
I mean, yeah, I could have easily lost.
Yeah. In second, this guy, 265.
Damn.
Because blue team is our winner, 277 points.
For the season.
For this, or the half season.
The half season.
Here you go.
Good job, Blues.
Good job,
Woo-hoo.
Blues. Congratulations. And then Deku, just for funsies,
Oh my God.
he had 136.
He lost.
He lost, but so what I say, just say 136?
Yeah.
That's 30 points less than red team.
Oh, damn.
Deku by himself was only 30 points less than an entire team.
Oh my gosh, Deku.
So yeah, for those of you that have, or maybe haven't been watching the whole time, the first half of the season, we had bigger teams and different teams because of what was going on in the show. I had Deku, and we were like, this is insane. Because Deku was getting ridiculous points.
Yeah.
But he's the lead character, so it obviously made sense. So we kicked Deku out of the game, but I just wanted to keep track of what he does just for fun. Actually, Deku should have had 6 points, but that's okay. But all right, there you go. With that done, that wraps the episode, and that wraps the season.
Hell yeah, we did it, friends.
Did it. Very excited for season 4.
Woohoo!
And so, of course, we're always looking for... We have already some ideas coming into season 4, what we want to change things up. Like we said, we're going to not do show and tell. You know, listener voicemail, that was really fun. Like that a lot. But, we're going to give that a break. Fantasy results, that was fun to do for the season. We're going to drop that. However... Show and tell, listener voicemail, just like VA shout-outs. They're going to be kind of intermittent, irregular segments when it makes sense. So if you guys bring us something real fun and interesting at cons, it's like I got something for the next show and tell, and then leave it. Okay, I got one too. We do show and tell. If we get a cool voicemail, we'll make that a segment. So keep giving us gifts.
He's giving us stuff. Oh my gosh. You don't have to.
Send us stuff if you want. Keep calling, though.
Yeah, keep calling. It'll be fun.
I will say there are some voicemails we're going to leave on the cutting room floor because, like Mama Donovan, I don't know if you were like, man, when are they going to do my voicemail? You left 3 because you told a story and then tried and then it stopped and then ran out of space because I think it's only max at 2 minutes or something. So if you're going to call in, try and keep it to a minute only because there is a maximum amount of space. So we might try and piece something together for that, Mama Donovan, because that did seem like a really interesting story, but we'll see. Anyway. But yes, we're always looking for fun. We've got ideas, like I said, but we also, of course, want to hear what you guys think. The big thing when we started this season was you guys were like, yes, we want guests. So that was a big thing I wanted to try to do was be able to bring people on, and we've been doing a good job. I think it makes sense when we bring them on. It's been a lot of fun. So of course we're going to keep doing that for season 4. But if you do have man, I have a great idea for them, hop in my Discord, discord.gg/Kyle Phillips Fun. I have a suggestions and feedback channel in there. Don't be shy. And we thrive off constructive criticism because we want to do this for you guys.
Yeah.
We want
this is
you
all
to
for
be
y'all.
like, this is my podcast. So drop some ideas in there and let us know what you think. What'd you like about the season? What didn't you like? Lay it all on us. We would love to hear that.
Woo!
Anyway, if you are listening to this podcast, this episode on such platforms as Spotify, TuneIn, Apple, Amazon, etc., remember you can watch it, and that's actually the preferred method, on YouTube, youtube.com/@sparkandchaos. Even if you're a listener, go drop a subscribe, click that subscribe button. We're very close to monetizing. That would be a huge thing for the both of us. That'd be great.
Hell yeah!
So go spread the word. Go tell your mom, your Aunt Patty, hey, go subscribe to this channel. That'd be so cool. And if you want the episodes early, uncensored, extended segments like the Ricco interview earlier in the episode, we're going to be kind of cutting that down so that it's, doesn't take up the whole episode. But if you want that full segment in addition to other stuff, got to join the Patreon, patreon.com/KPF Productions. And you can follow Spark and Chaos, Instagram, TikTok, X. Just search Spark and Chaos on those platforms and we'll pop up. Leah, where can the good people find you online and in person?
Well, you can find me at Leah Clark VA. Everywhere that could possibly be a place I might be. And then in person, I will be at Fandom Con San Jose, April 10 through 12. And then I'll be in Huntsville, Alabama with this guy right here. April something. Then later, a couple of weeks later. And then May 2nd through 3rd, I will be in Waco, Texas for the heat of Texas. And then May 8th through 10th, I'll be at PopCon Indy. So pull on up. Come say hello. Kyle, what about you? Where are you at?
Kyle Phillips Fun everywhere, specifically most active on Instagram, instagram.com/Kyle Phillips Fun. TikTok, @Kyle Phillips Fun. X, Kyle Phillips Fun, but that's more of a Spark and Chaos KPF Productions account. Blue Sky, same thing. Blueski. I already mentioned Discord, but yeah, Discord is where I'm always hanging out, playing games with people, interacting with fans and community people. Discord.gg/Kyle Phillips Fun. I'm always in there. If you want to come hang out, come chill. And like I said earlier, if you have ideas or like questions or anything, that's where I'm actually the most active, although I don't necessarily consider Discord like a social media platform. But
what do you call it then? That's what I would call it. It's like social media.
I don't know, like a chat, it's a community platform, I guess, is what I would call it.
Okay.
Go check that out. In person, I will be with Leah in Huntsville, Alabama next weekend.
Alabams.
April 17th through the 19th. Come out. And then in May, I'll be at Anime Riverwalk the 22nd through the 24th. And then May 29th through the 31st, I will be in Nashville for GalaxyCon Nashville.
Hell yes.
And I'm very excited. I announced it. So as of recording this, end of March, I announced it. I'm wearing this shirt specifically because this is the shirt I wear when I'm on the floor.
What?
Tonight is the season 5 premiere of, hosted by Rob Lowe, The Floor. And, and I am on it.
And you're going to be on it.
I am on it. So for those who have been following me for a while, a year ago, you would have seen my social media about me in Ireland. And I couldn't say why I was in Ireland. Well, I was in Ireland filming season 5 of The Floor.
Oh my God.
So tonight is the season premiere. I'm going to stream it. So come check it out. I'm really excited. I can't say, as of right now, filming this, I can't say what my category was, how far I went. All I can say is that I am on season 5. And so just look for the guy with this shirt. And so you got to watch for the shirt because I couldn't wear a hat while I was filming. And so that was weird for me because I'm a big hat guy. And I was like, please let me wear a hat. And they were like,
why?
No.
Wouldn't they let you? Because
the lights.
And then you would get shadow.
So yeah, if you're like, who is this weird guy with no hat? That's me.
That's Kyle with a strapped shirt.
This is my Tony Soprano shirt.
I love it.
So yeah, go check that out. I'm really excited for that. But all right, appreciate you guys. Remember next week we are doing like a palate cleanser, best of season 3, deleted stuff, bloopers, fun things like that. And then the week after that, we will be back in this capacity for season 4.
Yeah,
very
it's gonna
excited
be
for that one. All right, see you guys next week, but also really in 2 weeks. Spark.
Chaos.
Out.
Fucking chaos! Fucking chaos! A journey of